Hey everybody, welcome back to Gun Deals. Today I'm really excited to go over a Palmetto State Armory M4 carbine with you. So what we'll do is we'll go from the butt to tip, go over the internals, give them overall thoughts and so on. So let's dive right on in. So what comes in the packaging? Well, this MBUS sight at the back here, the rear one from Magpul, comes packaged. You need to install it, very simple to do. It does come with a 30 round PMag Gen 2 from Magpul, again, if you live in a state that allows them. And it comes with a user manual and a gun lock. All right, so let's start at the back here. There's got a lot of really nice furniture on this. It's all done by Magpul, which I'm a huge fan of Magpul furniture. This is our MOE stock. It's a 6-position adjustable stock, very nice. And it does have a sling attachment right here. And it is branded Magpul on the back on the rubber buttstock right here. Yeah, just love Magpul. Very, very awesome. Moving forward, we do have the castle nut here, and it has been double staked. PSA double stakes all of their castle nuts nowadays. Again, it's you know, one's nice, two is awesome, you know, so I'm glad that they're doing that. So that will not back out. You do have a mil-spec buffer tube here. Moving forward, as I said, we do have a Magpul rear backup sight here, the iron sights as people like to refer them to. I run these on all of my firearms. They are good to go, really nice. Very happy with them. We have standard charging handle here that comes typically on most AR-15s. The upper and lower receiver is 7075 T6 aluminum, which you would expect. Moving down, we have an Magpul grip here. Again, as I said, all the furniture is Magpul in here. It does have some nice texturing on this side, on the back, and on the front right here. It does have a little storage compartment at the bottom here, so if you want to install batteries or cleaning kit, or I don't know, whatever you may want to put in there, you can do that. The grip feels really nice in hand. It's got a really nice beaver tail at the back here, so you can get a nice high purchase on the gun. Moving down, we have a Palmetto State Armory EPT trigger. It stands for Enhanced Polish Trigger. It's a nice trigger. It's definitely nicer than mil-spec. I mean, we're not talking Geisley level, but it is definitely a nice improvement from a standard mil-spec trigger. All right, so let's talk about the EPT trigger in a little more in depth here. So what I'm going to do is make sure we're empty. First of all, we are clear. So what we're going to do is I'm going to describe how the trigger feels, how the take-up is, how the reset is. I did do the trigger pull scale off camera, and it comes in about 5 to 5.5 pound trigger, so it's not too bad at all. All right, so let's see how this trigger pull feels. Okay, so, and that was literally right at the wall. There was little to absolutely no take up. There's no over travel. The brake is very crisp, very clean. Let's try the reset. A very short reset, maybe 4 or 5 millimeters. And you definitely heard that reset there. So it was very tactile, very audible. Let's do the brake. Yeah, the brake's very nice. It's a really nice trigger. It's definitely a definite upgrade over the mil-spec trigger for sure. So that is the Palmetto State Armory Enhanced Polish trigger. And it does have a curved trigger guard. And it is a Magpul. It is stamped with Magpul at the bottom. I love curved trigger guards, especially if you're shooting in like in the winter, if you have gloves on or something like that. I don't really like the straight trigger guards, so again, I really love the feature of the curved trigger guard. Very happy again with that. At the top here, we do have a 1913 Picatinny rail, so you can attach a red dot, a magnifier, LPVO, whatever it is you want to add on there, you can do that just fine. On the other side here, we do have it stamped with Palmetto State Armory. We do have a standard bolt catch and release. And we do have a standard mag release on this side. Let's check out the mag well. It actually has been flared out here, which is really nice because that makes it a little easier for insertion of the mag. Again, great little feature there. Just little details like that. You know, PSA is really nails it. One of the things I did notice when I took this out of the box originally was a lot of times with upper and lower receivers, there's a little bit of wiggle in there. And then the kind of the higher end AR as you go that kind of comes out, just because the machining is so precise. There is like literally no play between its upper and lower receiver. It is one of the nicest upper and lower receiver sets that I have seen. There's literally no wiggle. Very impressive. It just means their machining is top notch. Yeah, really surprised to see there was no wiggle in there. So very, very nicely done. Moving up, this is what's called the Delta ring. Now, this is used for taking on and off the front handguard here. So if for some reason you don't like the Magpul furniture, which I think looks awesome, but if you don't like this, you would simply pull down on the Delta ring to detach this. You can buy a cheap tool it basically has two prongs that goes over the Delta ring, and then you would push down to pop off the handguard here. But I love this Magpul furniture. I would definitely not change it out. And with the furniture here, it does have some M-LOK slots on either side, and so it's got it at the 3, 6 o'clock positions. So you can install any kind of maybe a light or something like that, whatever you maybe want to put on there. It does have those attachments. So yeah, I do love the furniture, as I said. Moving forward, we do have the front post here. This is attached to the barrel. And so that obviously works coincided with your Magpul rear iron sight. Obviously they work well together. And on the bottom of your front post, you do have a sling attachment right here. So you can attach your sling. Then we move up to the barrel. The barrel is chambered in 5.56, and if you don't know that, so if you're new to ARs, 5.56 barrels are stamped. You can shoot 223 and 5.56. If your barrel is stamped 223, you cannot shoot 5.56 out of your barrel. So please bear that in mind. This is a 1-in-7 twist, and it's a 4150 CMV steel. Palmetto makes all their barrels in-house, except from some of their, sometimes they'll put like FN barrels in some of their guns. But not this. This is a barrel that is made in-house, and I have used PSA for a long time, and I have had zero issues with any of their stuff. It does have a bird cage at the front here, a 2 bird cage. They do work very, very well. So that's pretty much all the features on the outside. Let me open it up here, and we'll pull out the bolt carrier grip, because that's one of the big things that it's kind of like the heart of the AR-15, and you want to make sure that it is good to go. So these, this one is not branded with a PSA logo, but I noticed it's got a coating on here. I'm not sure what it is, but the coating feels awesome. And now you want a kind of, ARs like to be run wet, and you want to make sure that your bolt carriers are never dry, but this has kind of like a slick feel to it. So obviously it's been coated with something to help that, and it does feel very slick and very nice in the hand. The machining is excellent. There's no machine marks. You want to make sure that your gas key has been staked, which this has been. And obviously this part is your bolt, and it is marked MPI tested. So it is nice that they are testing their bolt carrier grips. So very nice, very impressed with their bolt carrier grip in this one. Put that back in. Okay, and it comes with a standard H2 buffer and buffer spring. And yeah, so that is the outside of the firearm and the internals. So another thing to be aware of, Palmetto State Armory does offer a lifetime warranty on their products. If you ever have an issue, you can hit them up, and they will obviously resolve that for you, as long as you're not deliberately abusing the rifle. If something naturally fails, they will definitely take care of you. Their customer service is awesome. So let's talk about price. Well, let's talk about shooting. So this is a carbine length gas system. So it is a little snappier than, say, a mid-length gas system. Again, if you're new to ARs, there's 3 different types of gas systems. There is a carbine length, which is this one. There's a mid-length, which will sit a little further, the gas block will sit a little further out, and then you'll have a rifle length, which would be out even further rifle. And so they're all proven, they all work fantastic. It just depends on your preference, but they are all definitely good to go. No questions asked. So shooting was very nice. I had no problems whatsoever. Not that I was expecting any. Everything I fired through it ran flawlessly. So shooting was great. No issues whatsoever. Now, I hate to kind of talk about price points because the current market's a little insane right now as of posting this video. So, you know, in a year's time, you might come back and maybe it's higher or maybe it's lower. But at the posting of this video, you're looking at just over $900 for this AR. And I genuinely believe Palmetto State Armory makes some of the best entry-level AR-15s on the market. They make a quality product in-house, 100% American made. And yeah, so for $900, just over $900 in this market, you're definitely getting a very solid AR-15. I have no qualms about recommending these. I have owned a different version of this one for a little while. Actually, probably for a few years. I've had zero issues with it. So I'm definitely happy to recommend this to anybody who is interested. So I really love PSA, which I've already said. You know, they have such a variety of guns. I mean, so for example, you know, maybe that you don't want a 16-inch M4 carbine, you want to have something smaller. Well, you know, you can have a 10.5-inch AR-15 pistol. This is a 10.5-inch. You know, with the SBA3 brace. Link in description to this review if you want to have a look at it. But they just have such a variety of options at really, really great prices. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, any comments, please ask them below. We're always happy to help out wherever we can. And that is it. Okay, until next time, I'll catch you later.